Stamp duty has officially been scrapped. This is massive news, so prepare yourself by smashing that like and subscribe button because we're in for a big one. And by watching this video until the end, you're gonna learn about all the changes, how it's gonna impact the economy, and more importantly, what it's gonna do to house prices in the future. So what's happened? New South Wales has just announced that as a part of their 2021 budget, that they're gonna completely remove stamp duty. Okay, not completely, but they're gonna give buyers a choice to either pay stamp duty upfront or pay a smaller annual fee, known as a property tax. Later in the video, I'll take you through PricewaterhouseCoopers' latest modeling and show you which one actually works out way better. But based on the median house price in Sydney, this means a saving of up to $34,000. Get on it! This has just been announced, so here's what we know so far. Currently, the law has been proposed through a consultation process. It will let home buyers choose their method of stamp duty taxation, either upfront or ongoing. Anyone that already owns a property won't be affected. And really the purpose of this new stamp duty model is to encourage home ownership and reduce some of those crazy upfront costs. The New South Wales government is looking to supercharge their economy with unemployment forecast to hit 10% in the state due to the current global situation. Based on their models, removing stamp duty will generate an additional 75,000 jobs, injecting $11 billion into the state economy and ultimately adding an extra 3,300 in income for every household. Listen, this is a big call for New South Wales. Stamp duty is the second largest revenue stream for the state government, and it's possible that we might see an increase in GST to kind of make them net off the difference. So how much is going to save you? PwC found that based on the current median house price in New South Wales, the new property tax will save around $10,000 over the life of loan compared to paying stamp duty. Realistically, removing that big upfront cost that is stamp duty is probably going to encourage people to flip their house more often. So for those looking for a sea change, a tree change, an upgrade or a downgrade, really there's going to be more opportunity. It's going to be easier to sell your home for less costs. You know, potentially you could do it without an agent and you could exit a property with no to little costs. Who will benefit the most? Right now, this news is hot off the press. So we'll have to wait to understand more of the details, because right now it looks like anyone that wants to enter or exit the market will be eligible if you're a homeowner, an investor, a developer, or a renovator. We will keep covering these stamp duty changes and cover it in even more detail once there's more information available. So if you want to learn more, remember to hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with the latest. So what will these stamp duty changes mean for property in New South Wales? In 2015, Deloitte published a paper on the economic impacts of stamp duty reform. It found that 10% increase in stamp duties will lead to a 3% reduction in property transfers in the short term. A 10% increase in stamp duties will lead to a 3% reduction in property transfers in the short term and a longer term reduction of 6%. And then a complete removal of stamp duty, as in 100% reduction, would lead to an increase of property transactions of around 60%. The rationale behind this is that with more people buying and selling and fewer costs to exit and enter the property, more people are going to have the ability to put more of that money and that stamp duty cash towards their home purchase price. PwC found that based on the current median house price in New South Wales, the new property tax will save around $10,000 over the life of loan compared to paying stamp duty. Crazy. And property experts believe that this will actually increase property prices as a direct result of the reduction in costs. So what happens for us Queenslanders or the Victorians or anyone else that's in another state? Listen, I think once this passes in New South Wales, it'll just be a matter of time before the other states follow suit. We've seen that the Real Estate Institute of Western Australia has wanted to jump on board and propose similar changes. So the other states are watching pretty keenly. Here at Hunter Galloway, we get home loans approved. So if you live in Australia and are looking for a mortgage broker, we can help. Visit us online at huntergalloway.com.au or give us a call on 1300 088 065. See you next time. Shabon!